Hi everyone, happy Friday. Today's video is about challenging stereotypes. I know that we've all seen and heard different variety of what exactly that means. And if you don't, then I'll give you a personal example. If you see me on the street walking, based off of how I'm dressed and how I look, most people see me as a young woman who is like a trophy wife. And I've learned to accept that. That is how people see me. It's how I am stereotyped as a person. Add to that fact that I am a woman and I'm short, I'm 5'3", and I'm Hispanic, and that even adds to the complexity of the stereotype that is often given to me. Now, how do I rise above that though? It's not very easy at all. I could choose to dress differently. I could choose to cut my hair, not wear makeup, get some glasses. I could choose to speak differently all of the time. I could choose to not smile as often, which would suck because I'm a happy person. I love to smile. But you know, I like being myself. And oftentimes, being yourself, unfortunately, requires you to kind of fight a little bit harder to prove who you are to people. Now, I've heard a lot of times, and I spoke about this in my last video with regards to age discrimination, that I've had people tell me, oh, it's all in your head. Well, that's a bunch of BS, because we all know that that's not true. I know that the world has dramatically improved even in the last 100 years, where things are so much easier than they used to be compared to 100 years ago. I can be taken seriously by a lot of people, but not all people. And so there is still that space where I have to kind of prove to people who I am, that I have to prove to people that I'm actually an intelligent woman, that I have to prove to people that I can actually help them in their personal lives regardless of how old I am, that I can prove to people that even though I haven't been married for 40 years, I've helped many people in their marriages already. So it's very difficult for me still, even with the track record that I have, that I can help them and that I can be someone in their life who is a beacon of strength, a tiny one, but a strong one. So what I want you to do, what I'm challenging you to do, is to be yourself. You know, I hear all the time that you need to change the way that you are in order to fit into what you'd like to do. For example, if you want to be an executive in the business world, you need to wear suits all the time. And while I agree with those statements to a certain extent, I really truly do not believe that you need to give up who you are. I think if you're good enough at something and you push and you're willing to fight the stereotype, because that's huge, you have to be willing to fight the stereotype, then embrace who you are and work for what you want. I know that I make a choice by not wearing a suit every time I make a video, by smiling a lot when I make a video, by speaking quietly sometimes when I make a video. That is who I am as a person. It's a part of who I am as a person. But so is being strong and being mad and calling you out on your bullshit, which is what I have to do a lot with my clients. But I embrace who I am and I put it out into the world. And while I know that I may have to work harder than a lot of other people to prove my abilities, I'm okay with that because I went into this knowing that. And so for all of you guys out there watching, with the stereotypes that you have to carry on your shoulders, I challenge you to keep pushing. Push hard and fight to become that person that you want to be, regardless of what stereotypes people are going to have of you. Because there will be people who are going to take you seriously and who are going to embrace you in that role. And then the others you'll have to work really hard to do. But I challenge you to continue working hard and to continue being yourself, because I really do believe that there's a place for you in this world, for you doing your passion as you are. I believe it. Work hard. I'm doing the same thing too. And I challenge you to continue doing it because it's not over yet.